What we have said so far is actually nothing but common sense. And my main message is future is now. When I say that, the reason why this is easy to say but not so easy to do is today you have two jobs to do. One job is in box one, which is all about efficiency, all about improving current performance. Another job is in box two, box three, which is about unlocking value in the future. Let's pause here for a moment and ask ourselves, why is box two, box three so difficult? One way I can explain why this is so difficult is by taking a metaphor from sports. What I have here is the gold medal winners in high jump in Olympics. Olympics, I suppose, started in 1896, so we have got about 100 plus years of data here. When you plot the 100 years of data of gold medal winners in high jump in Olympics, what you immediately see is there have been 4 box 2, box 3 business model innovations in the high jump industry. The first style in high jump was scissors. I got a picture of the scissors there. By the way, even today, if someone asks you to do high jump, I bet you will use scissors. Think about it. Suppose you're walking on the road and you find a little rod. What do? You kind of jump over it, just like the way a hurdler would jump. It's a hurdling motion. Inside your organization, you got lots and lots of scissors. When scissors is the style in the high jump industry, and if you're a high jumper, you have a job to do. What is the job? Accept the rules of scissors and become the number one person in the scissors in the world. This is what I call box one challenge. This is all about improving the efficiency of your scissors. This is all about operational excellence, Six Sigma, whatever you want to call it. Is this important for you to do? Absolutely critical. Why? Because the scissors that you have today still has many years of useful life left. Take, for instance, MIT. Their scissors is the on-campus MIT engineering degree. That has many, many years of useful life left. Therefore, if you're an organization, you have to put resources to make your current scissors achieve even better performance. But what I'm saying is 100% of your resources cannot be about improving the efficiency of your scissors. You can do that only if the world will never change. We know one thing, the world will change. Non-consumers will become consumers eventually. Non-traditional competitors will enter your industry. New technologies will open up new possibilities. That is why, in addition to perfecting your scissors, you must undertake at least a few significant box 2, box 3 breakthrough innovation experiments, just like the way MIT is doing a breakthrough innovation experiment, in order to transform that scissors. By the way, if there was no breakthrough innovation in the high jump industry in the last 100 years, high jumpers cannot achieve the performance they are achieving today. When scissors was invented in the high jump industry way back in 1896, the first high jumper did 4 feet 2 inches. Suppose in the last 100 years, we had no breakthrough innovation in the high jump industry. All that we did was incremental improvements in scissors. High jumpers cannot achieve the performance they are achieving today. As you well know, high jumpers now go well above 8 feet. That is not possible with scissors. Why? Because scissors is a hurdling motion. If you use a hurdling motion, the center of gravity will define how high you can lift your body. There is only so much Six Sigma you can do. If you want to beat the center of gravity, you must change the business model. And that's what somebody did and came up with the Western roll. I got a picture of the Western roll there. If you don't understand that picture, what happens in the Western roll is you run up to the pole, You kick off of your right foot, you clear the bar, but unlike scissors, you still land on the right foot. So if you're going to kick off of the right foot and still land on the right foot, that means your back is to the pole when you clear the pole. Can you visualize that? I'm certainly not planning to demonstrate that for you. Western roll was in vogue for about 25 years until someone invented the Eastern roll, which came to be called the straddle. In straddle, as the picture shows, you run up to the pole, you kick off of your right foot, you clear the bar, but unlike Western roll, you land on the left foot. So you're going to kick off of your right foot, but land on the left foot. That means your belly is to the pole when you clear the pole. That was in vogue for about 25 years until someone invented the Fosbury flop. To no one's surprise, it was invented by Dick Fosbury. Again, as the picture shows, what happens in the flop is you run up to the pole, then you launch yourself. Once you launch yourself, you twist your body, just like the way a gymnast might twist his body. In fact, the twisting motion was a box 2, box 3 breakthrough idea, because the twisting motion allowed Dick Fosbury to break out of the center of gravity and elevate quite a bit high. Again, imagine what happens in the flop. You're running up to the pole, you're launching straight up, twisting your body. That means you're still straight up. Therefore, as the picture shows, the very first thing that crosses the bar is your head. In fact, if you stop to think about it, Fosbury flop is the most illogical way to do high jump. Why? For one thing, you're not even looking at the bar. You're looking away from the bar. For another, head is the first thing that clears the bar. For 100 years, we have been told in the high jump industry, leg must clear the bar first, because leg lands first. Whereas in the flop, head clears the bar first. Then it is your neck. Then it is your back. In fact, the leg clears the bar the last. You literally land on your head, so to speak. This is the central leadership challenge for your organization. Today, you better allocate resources to make your current scissors perform even better. But today, you better allocate resources to start some significant box 2, box 3 breakthrough innovation experiments that will transform the scissors into Fosbury flop. I want to ask you a simple question. Why do organizations which are outstanding in scissors, why do they struggle to innovate Fosbury flop? Why do organizations which are winning gold medal in scissors rarely innovate Fosbury flop? There could be a variety of reasons. Based on my work with organizations, I have consolidated all of them into a concept I call dominant logic. When you are succeeding in your scissors, a dominant logic develops inside the organization. By dominant logic, what I mean is the way you measure performance. Inside scissors, the way you measure performance is on short-term financial targets. By the way, that's the right thing to do. The way you are organized, the kind of people you recruit, the kind of processes you have, the kind of culture you have. That's what I mean by dominant logic. Dominant logic is an extraordinarily powerful asset. Why? Because you need your dominant logic to continue to excel in scissors. But dominant logic left unchecked could be your biggest villain. Because your current dominant logic will create self-imposed boundaries. You don't see non-traditional competitors. You don't see non-consumers. You don't see new technologies. You don't see new possibilities. What I'm saying is, if you're outstanding in scissors, your dominant logic is a great asset, but it is a liability for creating the Fosbury flop. That is why dominant logic is a double-edged sword. It is at once your strength as well as your weakness. Therefore, if you want to create box 1, 2, 3 and excel in all the 3 boxes, you have to maintain and preserve your current dominant logic. but at the same time be willing and able to overcome it. You have to maintain your current dominant logic, but also you have to embed new organizational logic. What I mean by that is, if you are outstanding in scissors, who do you think your competitors are? Certainly, others who are doing scissors is your competitor. That's your box one competitor. And for excellence in box one, you should analyze other people who are doing scissors. But if that's all you did, you're going to miss all the non-traditional competitors. Again, when you're doing outstanding in scissors, when you go to the gym, what do? You do exercises that will build the muscles that will make you better at scissors. By the way, those exercises are outstanding to improve your performance on scissors. Therefore, you should do that. But those exercises are useless for Fosbury Flop, because Fosbury Flop is making a fundamentally different assumption about center of gravity. It wants different muscles in the body to be built. Therefore, my point is, you must build capabilities. You must have the right performance metric, right processes, right culture, the current dominant logic to continue to excel in box one, to continue to excel in scissors. But you must embed, you must create new organizational logic. So far, I have been talking about box 2, box 3 as a business model innovation. We need to take a pause and try to understand, what do I mean by a business model? And therefore, what is a business model innovation?